Good evening, traders. This is CloudChartist with your daily grain wrap-up. We are starting off with crude. Crude made a nice up move today, although finished considerably off the highs, well, about 40 some odd cents off the highs. So looking at the daily chart, we see that we put in an outside candle from the last candle, so a higher high and a lower low. And a larger body, so outside body, also higher high and higher low, expanded range. We didn't make it all the way up to the Tenkan at 43.35, but that's going to be an important level if we do make it up there. So we have, previously we had a downtrend, then we put in an inside candle and now an outside candle, so technically we're still in a downtrend. It would be key for bulls if we were able to get above the 43.35 level. That on a closing basis on the daily time frame, that would be a significant move. My phone is about to ring. I'm gonna let it ring. You can have a little music in the background. So let's look at the ES. The ES on the daily time frame is obviously bullish. We put in a higher high and a higher low, so uptrend is intact, and close above the cloud and above the Tenkan. So looking good. Bear with me for one moment. All right, let's look at the grains. Looking at corn first. Corn put in, how funny. Corn put in pretty much exactly what I said. I expected it to put in another candle that came up and almost tested the Tenkan. Let's see, the high was 379.25 and the Tenkan is at, wait, that can't be right. The high, it says it was 379.75, but it doesn't appear. Oh yeah. Pardon me. It is actually that. So that's exactly the Tenkan. So yet another test of the Tenkan without breaking over. So corn is just sort of bear flagging under the Tenkan until it can put in a break in a closing basis over the Tenkan. Next, we will look at soybeans, and those are the X5. Soybeans put in a bearish candle today, continuing the bear flag downtrend scenario. Going back to these prior candle body levels, I hope you can see over there to the left, the red candle that's right to the left of the doji type candle that put in the low. Here, let me move. Right, this candle right here is, let's see, the close was 903.50 and today's close 903.25. So very similar level. So it'll be interesting to see if we can actually bounce from this level like we did in the past. If we do get a bounce, the bounce will be limited by the Tenkan up here at 949, but it will first be limited by wherever the Chikou runs into the cloud here, so 920.81, 920.80, thereabouts. All right, let's look at wheat. Wheat put in a bearish day also in a downtrend and didn't come up and test the Tenkan like corn did. So it's still kind of trading in this range, and did not put in lower lows than this important 492.50 level. Let's see what the low was. 493.25. So so that's still a support area. This looks like a big head and shoulders pattern, but we're at the lows already. So head and shoulders patterns that occur down at the lows aren't really for real. Right, I got a special request to do bean oil, which is ZL, but oh yeah, Z5 contract. I haven't looked at or traded bean oil in quite some time, but wow, bean oil is extremely bearish here. In fact, oversold on the daily time frame and put in a new low today. Besides the oversold, I don't see any particularly good reason why it should bounce here, but it could bounce just based on that. If we do get a bounce, we can look for resistance at this prior support level around 29.35, and then at the Tenkan Sen at 29.76, or wherever the Tenkan Sen opens up tomorrow, which could be lower, reflecting this bearish momentum. And let's look at coffee, since I'm fond of looking at coffee on this video, and I know a couple people are interested. Coffee chopping around the top of the cloud here, put in a close above the cloud, which is bullish. The Chikou is still neutral, so chilling out inside the cloud here. So we can expect coffee to continue to hold the top of the cloud and maybe move sideways for a little bit more, and maybe we can have the Tenkan Sen move up and offer support for a move higher. So we'll just watch the top of the cloud on a closing basis, which is around 138.35 or thereabouts. I feel like looking at cocoa. Ooh, very nice Ichimoku chart. Very interesting to look at from an educational perspective. So cocoa today, after trading below the cloud, came up and tested inside the cloud and tested exactly, this is just so beautiful, isn't it? Tested inside the cloud, tested the Tenkan Sen, and then put in a close under the cloud. We do have a rising cloud, so we can see that price action is tracing the underside of the cloud here. We also can note that the Chikou, this red line representing price action time shifted 26 periods into the past, is finding support at top of the cloud. So if we do move higher, we can expect the Tenkan Sen to continue to offer resistance, and if we do get above the Tenkan Sen, we can expect the Kijun Sen above this pink line to offer an attraction to attract price action higher. But if we do make it back into the cloud on a closing basis, then the bias on cocoa daily time frame will change from bearish, which it currently is, to neutral. All right, let's look at the dollar too, because the dollar we know is very important for driving commodities, or commodities for driving the dollar, etc., etc. So the dollar is in an uptrend still. We do have resistance up here at the Tenkan Sen, which is at 97.18 and a half. So about 12 cents higher. And we'll see if it does indeed find resistance there, or if it can move higher. But otherwise it has good cloud support in the future, and it kind of traced the shape of this trough in the clouds here, as well as being attracted to the flat Tenkan Sen above. That's going to be it for me. I'm going to take a nap, so we will see you next time, and have a good night, and good luck trading tomorrow, or tonight if you're trading tonight. And be interesting to see what China and the yuan do later on this evening. And and by the way, if you're new to viewing me here on Ticker TV and you would like to be notified when I do go live, and you're always welcome to comment in the little chat window here. I suggest that you follow me, and then Ticker TV will send you a notification every time I go live. And if you're interested in learning more about Ichimoku charts, please do check out my website at cloudchartist.com. Thanks for watching.